PSA Reloaded, man. It's your boy 3-Letter Man. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Y'all see where to follow your boy, man. Follow your boy back, man, for real, for real. Hit the like button also. I appreciate that, man. I'm going to keep the revisiting songs going, man. It's not going to stop. I appreciate the love. Even the slight criticism if you're not feeling it. What I'm saying, it's all good. I just like hip-hop conversations. That's all it is. All right? Let's keep it going, though. We are going to the... I can't really say West Coast first because let's be clear. This brother has New York blood running through his veins. If you want to say a splash of Baltimore too, you can go in that bag also. We understand he threw up the dub, the West Coast and everything like that, but I'm talking about Tupac Shakur. One of the most influential rappers of all time. Let me repeat it again. One of the most influential rappers of all time, and that's Tupac. That's a fact, right? We're going to Tupac's album called Me Against the World. Memory serves me right, this brother was doing a bid when this album dropped. It had the #1 album while he was locked up. I know y'all want to give NBA Youngboy his props for doing stuff like that, but Tupac did that first. Let's be clear on that. I made a blog months ago speaking about the East Coast, West Coast wars, which I believe, wait for it, was one of the worst things in hip-hop history, was the East Coast, West Coast wars. I lived it. I seen it. I was outside. Hurt my heart and soul how many brothers we lost to the foolishness of the East Coast, West Coast wars. I will always be a supporter of a rapper showing love to the dudes before him. The dudes that paved the way. Not saying you gotta kiss their ass, but show some love. There's nothing wrong with showing love to the people before you. There's a reason you got here as a rapper, and I feel like, and I hate to be this old head saying this, but it is what it is. It feels like the newer generation of hip-hop, this climate of hip-hop, you don't really see too much in songs they showing love to people before them. They might say certain things in an interview here and there, but in a song format, you really hear that. Even in giving props in the end of songs. I remember Tribe Called Quest was so infamous. We're doing this song and they would shout out EPMD, De La Soul, Brand Nubians. They would shout out a whole bunch of people. You know, for me as a youngin' coming up, it meant everything to me when I would buy a KRS-One album, a Heavy D album, and I would open up the package of the tape era. Tape era guys, come in right quick. You open up the credits, you see the producers, all of that. I used to read all that. The producers, even when they had the lyrics on some of the things, I love that a lot. Now, Tupac had a song called Old School. And I love the fact that he made a song like that because it proves what I've always said. Tupac, respectfully, he was, and some of y'all might not want to hear this. I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. He played a big part in the East Coast, West Coast wars. And as I'm an older person, I'm looking at it, we lost that man and lost a lot of rappers, B.I.G., a lot of other rappers because of this, right? But for the most part, Tupac had mad love for New York. That's why it killed me when all that was going on, when I know he had a relationship with Smith & Wesson. You see Smith & Wesson on Mav show, they was going at it with Bigger and everything like that. Because deep down, Pac had a lot of, and I know as I'm looking at it now, he had a lot of stories from brothers now. It's like almost like, oh, we're already here now. So we're knee deep into the East Coast, West Coast wars. Now, we can't pull the plug on it now, even though people do say Tupac did want to stop all the East Coast, West Coast wars. He did want to put a stop to that, right? But, and I know some of you West Coast brothers that know he made To Live and Die in LA and Hit 'em Up, and Hail Mary, and songs coming at New York rappers. But let's be clear, the brother made a song saluting, let me say it again, saluting all New York rappers. Y'all don't want to hear it. But the brother made a song saluting all NY rappers. I know some of y'all say, oh, well, who else was going to salute and everything like that? He made a song like this in 1995, 3. Was he really going to salute the West Coast dudes? I'm just saying. I'm trying to put it out here that all the Tupac thing that he said he hated New York, that brother did not hate New York, man. He got his game from New York. Let me say that again. He got his G-A-M-E, his game from New York. Now, I always salute brothers that do stuff like this. Salute brothers before them. Listen, shout out to the light skin Drake right quick. The Keith Sweat of hip hop. I'm talking about Drake right quick. I like what he did in Harlem when he went to the Apollo and he brought out Dipset. I respect stuff like that. I respect stuff like that. You dig what I'm saying? So for Tupac to make a song about cats that meant the world to him as a shorty coming up, I salute it, man. You know, Pac showed love to all the boroughs, Bronx, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Queens. Even in the intro when he says mother effers, that laid down the foundation. That laid down the foundation. And the hook is so real, man. What more can I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. That is one of the illest hooks to me ever. One of the illest hooks, period. I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. All the legends that Tupac named. I know these people Tupac is talking about. That's why I rock with this song so heavy. You know what I mean? I remember Mr. Magic, Flash, Grandmaster Cass, LL Raising Hell, but that didn't last. Eric B. and Rakim was to me. Yes, Tupac, they was to me also, dogs. Me and my brother Watson did a show called our top 50 rappers of the 80s. And I had Rakim at number 1. At number 1, Tupac, so I feel you on that. I flipped to see a Dougie Fresh show with Ricky D, Slick Rick, and Red Alert was putting in work with Chuck Chill Out. Talking about Chuck Chill Out, DJ Red Alert. As much as Funkmaster Flex acts like he's the Dundada of DJing, one thing that brother always does, part of himself, he makes sure he salutes DJ Red Alert. Them is facts. I come from Red Alert era. I was buying taping Red Alert off the radio. Mr. Chuck Chill Out and these brothers and everything, man. Remember Raw with Big Daddy Kane. My brother Watson, who's his favorite rapper? Big Daddy Kane. Remember Raw with Big Daddy Kane when De La Soul was putting potholes in the game. Tupac was playing De La Soul 3 feet high, rising up. You think he wasn't? You think he wasn't playing potholes in my lawn? Of course that brother was. Through my speaker, Queen Latifah and MC Lyte. MC Lyte, who I have as my favorite female rapper of all time. Let me repeat it again. MC Lyte, my favorite female rapper of all time. Number 2 is Foxy, but number 1 for me is MC Lyte, okay? Leave the guns and the knives at home. MC Lyte's on the microphone. I'm rushing the taxi. What the plan? And Latifah, to me, dog, we're not even talking about UNITY or Ladies First and everything with Moni Love. Give me body. Like Latifah, dog, she has some joints. Let's be real. Didn't Latifah pop out a couple of years ago and bless Rap City with a dope verse? And we sat back like, yo, look at Latifah out here. People from Jersey, she gave y'all an anthem that y'all do not respect or talk about. She gave y'all a song called Jersey, and from the New Jersey Drive soundtrack, a song called Jersey, which she dedicated the whole. Nobody from Jersey has a Jersey anthem. Sorry, Redman. I know you had Jersey, yo. Nah, but I'll take, as much as I love Redman, I will take Queen Latifah's Jersey anthem over Jersey, yo, or Redman, Doc's Name album. Respectfully, Redman. I love you, dude. I'm just saying. Right? So through my speaker, Queen Latifah and MC Lyte, listen to Tretch. Y'all know how much Tupac and Tretch, what did Tretch do? Tupac wasn't a gangster. We know how much Tretch loved Tupac and everything. KRS, we said, through my speaker, Queen Latifah and MC Lyte, Listen to Tretch and KRS-One to get me through the night. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm not surprised Tupac is a KRS-One fan at all. I'm not. I'm kind of surprised he didn't have Chuck D's name on here. I'll be real with you. I'm surprised Tupac did not have Chuck D's name. This only. I just feel the only person he missed on here was Chuck. Public Enemy should have been here, Tupac, but it's all good. It's all good. I respect it, King. I respect it. Through my speaker, Queen Latifah and MC Light, listen to Tretch and KRS-One to get me through the night. When Tila Rock and Mansion X to Stetsasonic. Stetsasonic. So Pac was playing, you talking all that jazz? You was playing that, Pac? You talking all that jazz? You was playing Stetsasonic, my dude? Remember Push It. It was the bomb-ish. Of course, Salt and Pepper. You cannot front on Salt and Pepper. You can't front on Salt and Pepper, man. Spinderella. What is the first Spinderella or the second Spinderella? Even after the second Spinderella. Neither here nor there. Respectfully. In the second verse, I had shell toes and BVDs. A killer crease inside my leaves. And we used to rock the Lee jeans and the Lee jeans thing, the logo on the back, you rip it off. When I hit the streets, I'm playing Skelly. Like, Tupac was talking about, respectfully, New York City living. I don't know where some of y'all are from, what y'all was doing in the 80s and everything. But Tupac is talking 80s New York City living, in my opinion. That is being real. I'm on the train, headed uptown, freestyling with some wild kids from Bucktown. I don't know if he's talking about Buckshot Shorty and Smith West. I'm just saying. I remember stickball, pump the hoochies on the wall, or taking leaks on the steps, sticking up the hall. Through my childhood, wild as a juvenile, a young nigga trying to stay away from Rikers Isle. That's New York City talk. Tupac gave New York City some, not an anthem, but remember popping and locking the Curtis Blow. The Name Belts and Scott LaRock. Shout out Scott LaRock. For Tupac to shout out Scott LaRock. That means he was knee deep into the Boogie Down Productions era. He was knee deep in the Criminal Minded. Yes. I ain't gonna lie, son. I wouldn't mind hearing you know what would have been a dope song just on some Black Righteous levels? First of all, Tupac could have been on Self-Destruction. I wouldn't mind hearing Tupac, Chuck D, KRS-One, and Ice Cube on a whole joint together. Not on some old Burn Hollywood Burn with Cube, Chuck D, and Kane, but something similar to that. I would have loved to hear him on some old Fight the Power type of remix type of thing going. That would have been dope to hear. X-Clan could have been on there too, but I digress. Remember popping and locking the Curtis Blow, the Name Belts, and Scott LaRock, the Super Ho. Tupac was playing Super Ho. Back in Latin Quarters, we always had Latin Quarters. Slick Rick talk about, for me, Slick Rick spoke about the Latin Quarters more than any other rapper. When Slick Rick was spitting Lottie Dottie, Latin Quarters, break dancing to Melly Mel, Jekyll and Hyde, LL when he rocked the bells, show they have going on, when they rock the bells, concerts they have and everything. Forget the TV, about to hit the streets and do graffiti. That's just, listen, man, Tupac is a certified legend. That is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. The man's contributions to hip hop is you can't even give the man's proper his due. This man was 20-something years old, and he was a revolutionist. He was a warrior, a real warrior, and everything like that. But for his brother to make a song called Old School, and I'm always gonna salute brothers that take time to shout out brothers that paved the way for them. So I just want to salute Tupac Shakur for a song called Old School, man. It's your boy 3. 1.